Vincenzo'S Gold Crypto Investing, and another phenomenal fast update here as we look at a little bit of the XDC, some of these old coins that people used to like. Actually, we're going to go look at a real quick, my man that has the altcoin update. We had a big pop here. You can see we bounced off of just north of that 0.0084 that we thought we would off that lower support of the rising or falling wedge. You can see we bounced off it, and we had a phenomenal pump last night. And we almost hit a very high upper target that we had out there on any kind of breakout from this falling wedge that we're in. If we zoom out to the 3-hour time frame, you can see this falling wedge that we were in from way back here. And we put out that the technical target is the top of the wedge where the pattern started, which was up there. And that's why we had two targets up here on these red rings for any possible breakout. You can see one of them happened there. Another one happened back there. That's why we thought on a breakout here or somewhere up here would be resistance zones on a breakup, and it did hit. Nobody can ever tell when it's actually going to break up versus, as we were calling for, if you're going to play the pattern, you could put buys in right along that blue ring and that downtrending support line, right? And then you could have a bounce, and then you could sell at upper resistance. It overshot it on a quick candle wick, but now you can see as we zoom in when we got them big wicks, that's heavy sell pressure, and it's quickly getting sold off. And I expect in a choppy manner, and as you see in the hour time frame, descending volume immediately after the pump, big wicks. This is telling you this isn't going to be sustained, and before you know it, it's going to end up back here. I expect this to start to top out again, maybe come up here to retest the double top, and then trade back to back test underneath support again like it did here. And then if you fail that, you can slip down really quickly to the moving average, the 200-day. But this is, if you bought into it, you got to sell into the rally. If you bought down here for a pump, you got to sell into it, because this, when you look at the volume in the 2-hour time frame, there is no volume to sustain this pump. My phone, I'm in a bad signaled area, is going to fart up. But you can see we had a massive volume spike there, but then there's nothing else. Right, it doesn't even really compare to there because it's only one candlestick and then everything else is dead after it. This to me looks like a classic fake out, and I would anticipate this to start breaking down as we zoom into the 5-minute. I would say this is going to start to break down. This is already down from its peak from overnight. The quick pump with probably in a couple hours, it's already down at current price 30%, and it's been down as much as 41%. This is a big pump up to get a bunch of retail traders in locked up here, and then they sell into this big rally. All the institutions sell into the rally. Retail buys up here and rides it back down and capitulates out about where it started. So that's what I would look for in Raven coin. ZK Tube, I'm at the gas station and I'm gonna have to leave here, so I'm gonna have to let you go. This is just a quick update. I stayed on that one a little bit longer than I intended, but it was newsworthy. And then this one too is traded sideways out of our falling wedge, but this doesn't have the volume support the other one did, and I believe ZK Tube would be rejected by any of these moving averages, the 50 or the 50, the 100 and 200, and red, green, and blue are going to knock this down. And I do believe this is going to trade back within this triangle, right? I think your next stop is underneath support on this old upper resistance from here, and then back there or more. And I think this is going to trade down as the moving averages trade down the 200-day. And I think you're going to hit down here into this target. Your first target would be down here, and then you're underneath one at $21.25, then 21, I think is what's going on. Peace and love. Peace and love.